Hi, hey there, hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bree and I do mostly diamond painting related videos. Today we are doing a WIP and Chat. I have not done a WIP and Chat in almost 40 days, I think, is what I looked at on my video. So yeah, we'll talk about that and why it's been so long. I take frequent drinks of water now because I'm on a medication that makes my mouth very dry. So if you can hear me drinking and that bothers you, I am very sorry. I do apologize. But today, excuse me, we are working on Mermaid Universe. I did not make much progress on this at all. We're going to talk about all of my failures. Not really failures, just why I did not make any progress, really. But first, let's talk about what I'm using for today's diamond painting. So, like I said, I'm working on Mermaid Universe. I was planning on working on this kit for the month of April and having it done. It's not a very big kit. It's a round. Other than it's from Oraloa, and they do tend to have a happy mixture of confetti and color blocking. I should have had it done in the month of April, but I had quite a bit of personal almost life-changing stuff happen in the month of April, where everything kind of shifted and everything kind of got put on a halt, and it just did not work out for me. I didn't do any diamond painting since the last WIP and Chat. That's the longest I have ever gone without diamond painting since I started in 2021. And honestly, I really missed it, but I just could not get myself to do it. And today I was like, you know what? I want to do a WIP and Chat. I want to get back into my channel. And I know I say this and then I go missing for several weeks, but I just feel like there's nothing else that can come in, like, in between my family and like there's just nothing else. After you hear what has gone on, you just are going to be like, no, nothing can ever happen to them. Nothing. Okay. All right. So what we're using today is, I have my kit. It's by Oraloa. It's Mermaid Universe from Amadine Jung. I have never worked on one of her kits before, and I thought this one was really cute. It was sent to me from Oraloa for review. I did plan, like I said, I did plan on having this done by the end of April for you all for a post review, but it did not happen. Here are the drills that I have. I have it just stored in the order that it came. I did not color coordinate the colors like I normally do, like in rainbow order. And then my accessories that I'm using is putty from the shop that I used to have. I do not make putty any longer, just because it was really taking up a lot of time, and I was not able to keep up with the demand, honestly. So unfortunately I had to stop. I had to make a decision. So I have putty from my previous shop, and then I'm using a pen from Butterfly Effect Wares. Ever since this pen, I have not bought another pen because I just use this pen. I have lots of pens from Butterfly Effect Wares, but ever since I bought this one, I have not bought another one. I have some lavender tweezers. I have raspberry lemonade pretty placer. This is the only one I've ever bought from them, and I've never bought another one. I don't know why. My friend Laura over at Diamond Paintings by Laura, she has a whole bunch of them, a collection, and she has like a tray, a certain type of tray that she like stores all of them in, and it's so cute. It makes me want to collect them, but I really don't need another collection of something. And then I have this little like trash drill storage thing that I made out of resin. And then this tray was made from Lexi over at Lexi Sparkle Craft. I will link everything down in the pinned comment down below. Every single link that you need will be in that comment. Oh, and my tray that I'm using for this video or this kit today is from Yellow Dog Designs. They are newer to me. I've never tried them before, and well, I tried them I think the last video I tried them, so this will be the second time, and I really like it so far. And then I might, since I did review the art dot, I might give these a try, but I have a suspicion that I'm not going to like it because of the spout being over here, but I will give it a try because I said I would. And I still don't understand the no cats allowed. I don't know why that's on there. So that's what I'm using. Everything is linked in the pinned comment down below. Let's get started on diamond painting and talking about why I missed so many weeks and why you haven't seen me around. I have things written down on a notebook next to me, so if I randomly pause, I will, that's what I'm doing, or if you hear paper flapping or something, and pausing to drink water because I'm on a medication that makes my mouth dry. Okay, first color, let's look. Let's do H. It's a pale yellow color. I hope everyone is doing well. I miss you all. If you've seen my last video, which was it was a review for Art Dot, you commented and watched. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It's hard when you take a very long break from social media, and then you come back like out of nowhere. So I do appreciate when I see you guys liking and commenting on my videos when I come back after a long hiatus. I do appreciate it so much. It really helps my channel too. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it feels good to think like, oh, I'm not forgotten. And I've still been around. Honestly, I've been watching your videos and stuff. I haven't been commenting on anything, honestly, but I have been around and watching people's videos, and I have seen some new creators pop up here and there. So I got a couple of new people to follow and watch, and that's been exciting. It's always nice to see new people start their channels and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm doing a little bit better now. I was really struggling with my mental health. I am not seeing a therapist right now, and I am choosing not to. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It's really hard on me, and I kind of feel like if I did choose to go see a therapist, I feel like I need to create a PowerPoint or something to let them know everything that has been going on in my life, to get them caught up to why I feel the way I feel now. And because like it's exhausting. I'm 44 years old, and to get a new therapist caught up to what is going on in my life now, I feel like I would just be exhausted after the first or second or third session. And honestly, I don't know how to connect with a therapist to feel like they actually genuinely get me. So, like, is this a person that I can call when I'm having an active anxiety or panic attack? Because I don't have anybody like that except for my wife. So, let me grab my notebook so I don't get all jumpy and going all over the place. Let me talk about why I was having such a panic and anxiety induced issue, so I can get that out of my system and not be very panicky for the rest of the video. Let me pause for a second so I can see where that is in my notes. Okay, so I think it was the beginning of April. I don't remember the specific dates. But I don't really want to talk about specifics a lot either, because it does involve my job, and I don't want to talk about it in case anybody from my work listens, and I don't want to get in trouble or lose my job for talking about this on social media. But I ended up having a panic attack during a meeting at work, and thankfully my boss recognized that I was having a panic attack, and I was able to go home and make it home. And I don't know if panic attacks can last multiple days or not, but this felt like it lasted 2 to 3 days. And whether anxiety or panic attacks can last that long, I swear it felt like it did. I was just so on high alert. My anxiety was just the highest it's ever been. And I thought I was like losing my job. Like, that's how high my anxiety was, even though like I probably knew that there was more to it than that. Like, my job isn't going to just let me go. And I knew that I wasn't really doing anything wrong, but that's how my mind was working. And I know, like, you may think like, oh, this sounds really confusing, like I need more details. And honestly, I just can't give more details because I don't want this to get back to my work and I get, let go for just talking about it on social media. The long story short of it is that I ended up in a really bad anxiety attack at work during a meeting, and it sucked so bad. And then it's just, and if you're new here and you don't really know, I work in an emergency / specialty hospital an emergency veterinary specialty hospital. And so it's a very big hospital, and there are a lot of people there. There's a lot of personalities there. You're not going to get along with everybody. You're not going to be friends with everybody. I do my damnedest to be kind to everyone, to try to help everyone, to be compassionate to everyone. I know what it was like to, I don't know. I'm an empath at heart, and I cry really easy. And I really enjoy talking to our clients, and part of like the emergency part, their pets are not doing well and stuff like that. So I really love my job, and sometimes it's just hard. And sometimes you work with somebody that doesn't align with the same values as you, and it's really hard to work with somebody like that when like you're passionate about something but the other person isn't. And sometimes it's just easier to not say anything at all, even though it goes against what you believe. And I take that home with me, and that's what upsets me a lot. And it's only because I don't want to lose my job. So it's a lot. Okay, water break. So following up that, I don't want to talk about it anymore because I can tell that it's starting to upset me, and I don't want to be upset. Right before I started filming, I took a shower and I wanted to feel good. And so I did my makeup and for nobody but myself. And I feel really good. So I can tell that this conversation that I'm having with you is starting to upset me. So I need to stop that conversation, and I apologize. But if you have any, if you suffer from anxiety or anything like that, where your internal thoughts start to get to you, and you have any kind of like calming suggestions that you can do in the moment other than breathing, like breathe in and breathe out, because that shit doesn't help me, honestly. It really doesn't. Sometimes it does, and I'll breathe in and I'll breathe out, and yes, sometimes, but for the most part, no. But if you have any other suggestions for in the moment, try to relax, let me know in the comments and I'll try them out. I appreciate anything. So, moving on. Over the course of that time that I took off, I have reached over 2,000 subscribers now. Thank you. Thank you to the new subscribers. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry that the newbies that have subscribed have entered into this part, but I am very open and honest about everything. I do suffer from anxiety and panic attacks and depression, and I'm very open about it and talk freely about it. So if you are somebody that are in the same boat, you're more than welcome to talk about it here. This is a safe space for everyone, and you are safe here. Let's see. Let's do F. It's a pretty green color. all these drills line up very nicely. I don't understand the little well part. Like, I don't know what that part is for. But it's cool. Okay, so the bigger news, I guess, that has come into our lives. Many of you know my wife, Megan. She is my rock. She's my partner. She's my everything, my best friend. I do everything with her. She has not been feeling well. And we are the same with each other when we don't feel good, or we just will complain to each other. I'm like, oh God, I've been, not feeling well, or this part hurts on me, go to the doctor. And then we're both stubborn about it. If I work in the medical field, so if you work in the medical field and you hurt or something, or you don't feel good, you'll take forever to schedule a doctor's appointment. It's kind of like, if you know, you know. And then my wife, she's a Taurus. Not that I'm like super into zodiacs and astrology or anything. However, I do like crystals. Side note. But my wife, she is a Taurus, and she is very bullheaded, stubborn, and excuse me. And she has been complaining about her neck hurting, and she's been taking ibuprofen, and I'm like, go to the doctor, make a doctor's appointment, go to the doctor. And then she finally went to schedule an appointment with her doctor, and then she got a notice that her doctor wasn't at that facility anymore, and she needed to find a new doctor in our network. So she did that and had to wait several months. And then one day I came home from work, and it was like we needed to go to Target for something. So I came home from work, and I was in the driveway, and I texted her, and I was like, get in the car, let's just go now while I'm still like in the car. Once I get in the house and I take off my bra, I'm not going anywhere. Again, if you know, you know. Once that bra is off, you're staying home. So she gets in the car, and we have like tracking on our phone, so we know where each other are, just in case. I'm like paranoid like that. Also, I watch a lot of true crime. So I noticed that she got home early from work on this Thursday afternoon. She usually gets home from work around 4:15 or something. And she got home like at 3 or something, or 2:30, and I was like, oh, she just got home early. No big deal. Sometimes that happens. We get in the car, and then she's just like, I got laid off. And I was like, what? No. Like, her job is very good. It's a very good, comfy job. So that was kind of a blow, and I was like, what the hell? So she got a severance pay and everything, so we were gonna be okay. And then she had made that doctor's appointment, but I had to put her, she got off of her insurance. They like cut her insurance off that same day. So I had to put her on my insurance right away. And then finally her doctor's appointment comes up. And it was at the beginning of this month. And all her blood work comes back, and I'm looking at it, and it's like totally messed up. Like, not that there's lab errors, but she has elevated white cells and elevated something else, and something else is really, really low, and everything else. So then she goes in for her neck feeling bad and an enlarged lymph node. So they do an ultrasound, and then they're like, yeah, that's pretty enlarged. Then they tell her that she needs a CT with contrast. And then that comes back as possible lymphoma. And then my world is just like shattered. This can't be happening. Not to us. Not to Megan. We're only in our 40s. I know cancer doesn't discriminate. It might not be cancer, but it looks like it might be. We gotta go and get another doctor's appointment with a specialist. We go to that appointment, and he tells us that we need to get, well, that she needs to get more tests. So she has to get a biopsy. That's coming up this week. By the time you watch this, if you're watching it when it comes out, we've already had the biopsy done, but I don't know when results will come back. And then a week later, she'll go in for a PET scan, which is a little bit different than a CT scan. But all I can say is I'm scared, and I don't know what to do or think. I need a drink of water. I also had surgery. Everybody says I shouldn't be ashamed of the surgery that I had. It happens as we get older, us women. But I'm not gonna talk about it really, because it is still kind of personal and embarrassing. If you really, really, really want to know what kind of surgery I had, you can send me a message on Instagram and I can tell you, but I'm not going to say it on the WIP and Chat. So I had to be off work for 2 weeks. And I'm coming up at the end of my 2 weeks right now. But yeah. That is what's been going on in the month of, basically the end of April and all of May. I don't want to sound like I'm the only one going through this. I know she's going through this. other people go through this. But I've never experienced this to somebody so close to me and somebody that I love so much. Again, I'm gonna start crying, and I put makeup on. So today is Mother's Day, the day I'm filming this, and we're going out to meet Megan's mom in a little while, so I really don't want to cry. I think I'm done with this color. But I really wanted to do this WIP and Chat as well. So WIP and Chats are now going to be set out on Mondays, possibly Sundays if I can get them out soon enough, for members only, and then for everybody else they'll come out on Wednesdays. So members just get hopefully 2 videos on Monday if I can get my act together. But if not, you just get the WIP and Chat like 3 days early if you're a member. Membership starts at $1. I'm thinking about changing membership to just one flat rate instead of having tiers, and then possibly just making it just like $3 for everybody, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if that's something that you would like. We may be filming progress about what's going on. We might not. I don't know. I got permission from Megan to even tell everybody about what's going on with her. I don't know how I would be able to talk about what's going on in my life in WIP and Chats if she had said no. It would be so hard. So, I did notice that I can't focus now. Let's see. What else did I write down? Oh, so, my doctor, speaking of other like blood tests and stuff, so I had blood work done, and my doctor noticed that my vitamin D was super, super low. I mean, it has been for a while, and my B12 was really low. So, I put that color away in there. I see one. That happens to me all the time. So I've been taking vitamin D supplement and vitamin 12. No, what am I talking about? Vitamin 12. What is that? Was that right? Now I'm so confused. B12. And I've been taking the B12, and I have noticed a bit of a difference. Like, I feel like I'm talking a little bit better. I feel a little bit more clear-minded, and I'm still drinking my mushroom coffee, which helps too. I drink that in the early afternoon. It only gives, it has half the caffeine than regular coffee. So, but yeah, Laura texted me and she was like, mushroom coffee? ? So I did talk to her about that. They do have matcha tea as well. If you are a matcha tea drinker, they gave me a sample of it, and it was actually pretty tasty if you drink that. But yeah, I like it, and I redid my blood work after about 3.5 weeks of taking it, and my vitamin D it doubled, but I was still in the deficient. I was still deficient in the vitamin D, but it had doubled. That's just how low I was in the vitamin D department. So, where do I put this? Okay. So I think I have a Oraloa. If you're a channel member, you're watching this. I think I have an Oraloa unboxing coming out today as well. If you are not a member and you're just watching this when it comes out on Wednesday, I had an Oraloa unboxing that came out on Monday. And I was planning on, because I am an affiliate with Oraloa, so I was planning on, opening a kit once a month and working on that kit for that month. But since I didn't finish Mermaid Universe for the month of April, now I'm behind. And as you can see, I'm talking too, but I'm not the fastest diamond painter. I need Laura to come over and help me because that girl can diamond paint so fast. I don't know when she sleeps because she diamond paints, she reads like 30 books, and she cleans her house, and she plays with her cat, and she has Steven. And then she also like makes room and time to text me. So, Laura, when do you sleep? When do you eat? And I know she has a job. Like, how does Laura get it all done? She makes Steven do everything, probably. Oh, Ernie's barking. He probably heard one of the leaves blow away or something. It feels so good to diamond paint. I should have done this a lot sooner because I could have gotten so much done with my 2 weeks off from work, but I really couldn't get into it. I don't like diamond painting when I'm depressed or like panicky or anxiety, because to me diamond painting is my happy time. It's my craft and everything, and I know like it takes away your anxiety and it relaxes you and everything, but to me, like, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but to me I can remember when I look at a diamond painting that's completed, I can remember like what show or what YouTube video I was watching when I worked on this section, or I can remember what I was doing or talking about when I was working on that section or that painting. I know that might seem really weird and bizarre, and I don't want this painting to attach those feelings of finding out about those results of Megan. I don't want this painting to have that attachment to it. So I just don't diamond paint when I'm feeling that way. I don't do any crafts at all when I'm feeling depressed, honestly, because I feel like that will transfer into that piece of art. am feeling a little bit better now, even though we still don't have like the actual diagnosis. But we have information from that doctor, and we feel a little bit more comfortable, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I see any more of this color. Oh yeah, down here. I think I'm gonna finish up this color, and then I'm gonna end it there. But I have my diamond painting cart, and it is a hot mess. I just keep stacking crap on top of it, and I'm like, oh, this is diamond painting related, bloop, and then I just add it to the cart. Not like the shopping cart, like my rolling cart in my room, and it just is, it's a disaster. I need to organize it, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It looks terrible. But I think I am going to end this WIP and Chat here as soon as I get this drilled down. Oh my gosh. Sometimes these micro dots don't want to stay. I keep finding more. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this update. I hope you understand why I have been away. And I hope that you'll return and you'll join me for the next one. Anyways, I'm gonna get going, and I hope you had a lovely Mother's Day this past weekend. If you participated, if it was, if that's a hurtful holiday for you, I do understand. But if you are a mother to your pet, if you have cats, dogs, lizards, birds, any kind of animal like that, you are their mother. Happy Mother's Day in that way. I have dogs and cats myself, so I consider myself their mother. But you're not alone if you found this past Mother's Day a little bit hard for yourself in any way. If you lost a mother, or you have a estranged relationship or anything like that, just know that you're not alone. And also, if you are suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, or anything like that, you can always reach out to me at on Instagram or on an email. And then, or if it's more serious, there is a phone number that you can reach out to. I will leave all the information that you need down in the pinned comment down below, and I hope you will consider subscribing and joining me for the next one. Bye!